Hola guys, so this is a presentación with complementos directos or direct objects. Now, to be honest, this one's kind of long, but it's only because I'm giving so many different examples. In between in the near pod, I'm going to try to break it up where you guys have the activities come up before I do a lot of the examples. However, I do want to keep the examples in the presentation so that you guys can see the different ways the direct objects work. And so let's get started. First, complementos directos or direct objects. The explanation of direct object pronouns in English. They are direct object pronouns in English and Spanish. The placement, we're going to talk about the placement of direct object pronouns in Spanish. We're going to practice replacing the direct object with the pronoun and practice answering questions with direct object pronouns. So that's what I kind of want to make sure I get through to you about complementos directos. Okay. What does a direct object pronoun do? A direct object pronoun takes the place of a direct object. For example, look at my sentence. Do you see the truck? What do I see? The truck. And don't forget that direct objects answer what? What do I see? The truck. I want to replace that with yes, I see it. It becomes the direct object pronoun. Okay. Look at this one. What does a direct object pronoun do? It takes the place of a direct object. For example, here's another great one. Do you have the books? With books being the direct object, answering what? Yes, I have them. The direct object pronoun being them. Another one, do they want hamburgers? Yes, they want them. Okay. Can you see us? Here I am as a person answering to who or what. Okay. Can you see us? Direct object pronoun. Yes, we can see you. You being the direct object pronoun. So direct object pronouns answer who or what. Okay. And this is a great example of when they're talking about a person or who. The following are direct object pronouns in Spanish. The Spanish equivalents are as follows. Me for me, te for you, familiar, someone I'm familiar with. For you, I can use lo or la. This is someone formal if I'm talking about my principal or my teacher. Him or it, lo. Her or it, la. Us is nos. You, plural, los or las. Them, masculine, los. Them, feminine, las. So I'm going to show you how this works. It's really easy. Notice the placement of the direct objects in Spanish. I watch it. Watch is my verb. It is my direct object pronoun. However, when I change it to Spanish, yo lo miro, the direct object pronoun changes position and goes in front of the verb. In English, the direct object pronoun is placed after the verb. In Spanish, it's before the conjugated verb. Okay. Look at this one. We watch you. Watch being my verb, you being my direct object pronoun. If I change that to Spanish, nosotros te miramos, which also means we watch you. Notice that the direct object pronoun is placed in front of the conjugated verb. She sings them, las canciones. Ella las canta. She sings them. The direct object goes in front. Okay. In a negative sentence, this is really important as well. So notice the placement of the direct object pronouns in a negative sentence in Spanish. So if I want to say the person doesn't do something, look what happens here. Here, él no las escribe. The no goes in front of the direct object pronoun. In a negative sentence in Spanish, the direct object is placed in front of the conjugated verb. It cannot be placed in front of no. So if I'm saying he didn't write them, él no las escribe. Los estudiantes no la hacen. There's another example. I put the la after no. Okay. So notice the placement of the direct object pronouns in a sentence with an infinitive. Y'all don't forget an infinitive is like this verb tomar, the unconjugated form of a verb. It is when you have not changed the verb to match your pronoun. Look at my sentence. ¿Quieres tomar el examen ahora? Do you want to take the test now? Look at my two answers. Because I have a infinitive, which is a non-conjugated verb, tomar, in my sentence, now I can have two options for writing my sentence. I can say, sí, lo quiero tomar ahora. Yes, I want to take it now. Or my favorite way, you can just attach it to the infinitive. Sí, quiero tomarlo ahora. Okay, yes, I want to take it now. This one is my favorite only because I feel like we speak this way in English, so it kind of makes sense. The direct object pronoun can be placed either before the conjugated verb or after and attached to the infinitive. Okay, look at this next example. Vas a mandar la carta. Sí, la voy a mandar. Or sí, voy a mandarla. Are you going to send the letter? Yes, I'm going to send it. Yes, I'm going to send it. They both mean the same thing. It's just two different ways that you can do it. You can attach it to the infinitive or you can place it always before the conjugated verb. Stay with me, guys. I'll do this one really quickly. ¿Van a estudiar las lecciones? Are you all going to study the lessons? No, no las voy a estudiar. No, I'm not going to study them. No voy a estudiarlas. I'm not going to study them. So notice my no still goes in front of the conjugated verb. However, I still put that no in front of my direct object pronoun. The more we do this, it'll make sense. That is why it can be kind of weird. So that's why I always like to attach it to the end. Okay. So these are really just some practice activities with you guys replacing your direct object pronoun. Okay. Look at this one here. Yo veo la casa. I see the house. Now, as a non-native speaker, I have found it easier that if I look at whatever they put in front of my word, I'm normally going to use that as my direct object pronoun. So yo veo la casa, yo la veo. I just use my same law because I don't want to kind of figure out what I would use. But if you want to think about it in a different way, you have to figure out which one of your direct object pronouns would replace casa. Casa is singular and it ends in an A, so it's feminine. So my answer would be la. Look at this one. Leemos los libros. We read the books. We read them. Los leemos. Just like I said with my little clue, I usually use the direct object pronoun that I use is normally the article in front of your word. So leemos los libros. I just bring my los over and I know that is los leemos. Let's try this one. Ellos buscan a nosotros. Ellos nos buscan. I'm replacing the nosotros with nos. Ellos nos buscan and put it in front of my word. They look for us. Okay. One more. Tú necesitas las gafas. You need the glasses. Tú las necesitas. You need them. Where did the las come from? I just used the same exact direct object pronoun that I saw was the article of my word. If I wanted to give it another way, gafas is feminine, ends in an A, and it's plural, and so I'm going to use las. Guys, I'm going to skip around a little bit because they give a lot of examples that you can kind of look at on your own. But I'm going to let these be here, but I just want you to know that we're going to practice this more and more and more. And I'm actually going to stop it here because it's like the rest of it's pretty much examples. But I want you to pay attention to in between in the near pod and possibly at the end as well. I'm going to have some activities for you to do to help practice. But I think this is really easy. So let's get started.